Alright, we are back and ready for Lafdul to do his thing. And I just realized that despite that break, I didn't actually figure out how long it took you to do all that, Braxon. Let me quickly do that. Alright, so Lafdul, are
Could
you...
I preemptively say that I've tried out the ring to know how high I can jump and lengthwise or not?
Sure, how many
I
attempts were you doing to get
I don't know,
practice
like
with it?
a couple of jumps across, a couple of jumps upwards.
Okay.
You know, jump on, grab a branch, jump
So a total of
lengthwise.
4
Like,
jumps.
yeah, like branch to branch across tree.
Okay,
Just so I'm a little bit familiar with it.
sure, that's fine.
Then I'd have the invisible cast on me or whatever.
Alright, I am going to say that it took you about 4 hours to do all that, Braxon.
Okay, thank you very much.
So, it was moving on to late after. Well, no, yeah, mid afternoon by the time you got back. All right, so
Completely drenched.
yeah, oh, of course, completely drenched. Took some time to dry off and everything like that, but. All right, so Lafdul, you are going to make your way to
Not
the.
die.
Well, we'll see. So you're going to make your way to the stockade again, and
Yeah.
you're invisible. Elavie has cast both of her invisibility spells now.
Mhm.
So, by the way, Braxon, you are still invisible when you get back. If you want to drop it, you can. Otherwise, you can keep it. But we can address that when we.
No, Braxton will keep it unless there's some reason to not keep it.
Okay. Fair
Just
enough.
in case the party agrees that he should cut the jetty.
Sure.
Then he'll go back and cut the jetty.
Sure. All right. All right. So, Lafdul, you make your way towards the stockade. How are you going to approach it?
Cautiously, but just walking,
Okay.
looking around the floor to see if there's any like changes to the environment. Maybe some hidden traps. They've obviously picked up the fact that someone's been skulking around since my last step. Well, actually, no, there's wolf tracks, but you never know. There might be some like bear traps or something.
I'm
So
actually going to say that you need to reset your boots every morning. If you don't set them, going to sleep is going to like reset them. So have you set it back to wolf tracks?
yes,
Okay.
I will. Actually, no, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to say, can I get a big cat, like a lion, panther, cougar, or something like that?
Let me double check. You can. Yeah.
Funny if it's house cat.
Yeah, you get some large cat tracks.
Yeah, that's what I want. Large cat.
Would you have done this like on the way up north and then back down, kind of thing?
What do you mean? I'd be doing it on the way.
Well, like, I mean, you've had this done all day, kind of thing.
Oh
that
no,
what
I
I'm
would have
asking?
only done it now.
Okay, all right.
Are we finally done with the Braxton thing?
Yeah,
'Cause
we've
we've-
done that. We're on the Lafdul thing now.
Yep.
Yeah,
then
because we got a
left.
wolf for the
You-
party anyway. So
All right, so you've changed your boots and you're getting large cat tracks and carefully making your way towards the stockade.
mhm.
All right. What do you want to?
Go to where I escaped last time, or fell down to check the environment, see if they've laid any traps or anything.
Oh God, I don't actually remember what part that was.
That was on the bottom left corner.
All right. I believe you are on that map now.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Bottom left corner. Okay. You. All right. So, I mean, it's disturbed. You don't have a tracking proficiency, do you?
No.
Okay. Give me a wisdom. No, give me an intelligence check, actually.
I'm basically looking for traps, essentially. Like catch whatever's try to sneak around. That's what I'm assuming they're doing. All right, so intelligence 13. Actually, 14. Hang on. Yeah, it's 13.
Okay. It looks more disturbed than you think would have caused just your fall. But
I knew there was a lot of people around
since
there.
you don't have tracking, you can't really get additional information from that.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So
So you're now basically at the lower left corner of the stockade.
is there any traps or anything? I am actively looking for traps there.
What's your score?
Hey, that's a good question. 70, I think. Hang on. Find 75.
All right, you're not finding any snares or traps.
Okay. He looks for the timing of the patrol. And hey,
Okay.
what?
I said
Yeah,
okay.
no, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you said no. I was like, what?
Sorry.
All right, now he waits for the timing of the patrol, and he's going to. Could he gauge whether or not he can make that jump on the jumping ring?
Based on what you...
Or at least to the top of it, then just grapple up and over.
Yeah,
I know it's going to make noise, but I'm going to get up and over quickly.
Yeah, based
idea.
on your tests, you could definitely jump up onto the top.
Can I jump straight up and slightly arc it so it'd be like landing onto it?
Yeah.
Then I would do that.
Okay. Actually, let me double check.
And as my thought process is basically, as soon as I do that, I'm looking around to see if anything notices how much of a noise disturbance I'm making. Any shouts, talks,
okay, you can't
stuff
actually get up and over, but you can jump up and grab.
Yeah, grapple onto the top and pull myself up.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to try to do?
Yep.
Okay. You do not go as high as you expected.
Oh. I look rather sad, but no one can see that.
And I need to check to see if they heard you fall back down.
Ah. Don't even get a grapple check. Like grapple onto it?
Nope, because you were just jumping your normal height.
Alright.
You did not get the height that you expected.
Yeah.
With the jumping ring.
I back off a bit and wait to see if anyone investigates.
The patrol that had passed by turns around and comes back, and they're looking around.
Oh, they definitely heard it.
Yeah.
This was loud.
Yeah, they definitely heard. What is your hear noise score?
I would not be wearing my cap on this. It is, I think it's 40. Detect noise, yeah, 40.
Okay. You hear one of them say, I know I heard something. There's like a thump. Another one says, you always hear things, you idiot. You see anything out there? No, I don't. But I know I heard something. It's probably just the darn fairies again. Come on, let's get back to our patrol. All right.
Oh, they know about the invisible fairies. That's not good. All right. Lafdul goes to about here, and he looks at that over there to see if they're even remotely looking my direction.
They were looking at the patrol.
Wondering why they stopped.
Yeah. But they are not making a move to go over to the patrol. You would guess that they're if the patrol sees something, they'll signal or something like that. And they turn back to keeping an eye out and keeping an eye on their catapult once the patrol goes back to moving on.
How far along is the patrol going along?
They kind of hurry to get back onto their normal route.
Oh. Well, would I reasonably think I have enough time to try and attempt another climb up? Or would I have to wait for another circuit?
Yeah, you could attempt to climb up here.
Alright, I will attempt to climb. 60.
Okay. It is quite easy to get up and over onto the parapet.
Is it like there's a lot of handholds and
Yeah,
stuff? It's not
pretty
particularly
rough.
hard.
It's pretty rough, and considering that it's lashed together logs, you can shove your hands and feet in there.
Oh, all right. I thought it was a lot harder than that. I thought. All right, I climb up. All right. Is anything looking around at me? No.
Nope, you're still invisible.
All right. Can I go to? Well, I go to there first.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get on top of this reef, by any chance?
I mean, you could try climbing up there.
Is there anything apparent that I could climb onto?
Well, there's a door
too
frame,
difficult.
and there's an overhang that you could grab onto and pull yourself up. You might make some noise because the roof is tiled with slate tiles.
All right. So okay, now for the moment I'm just gonna climb down.
Okay, so you're gonna drop down into the lower area. All right.
Yep. Hang, drop down, climb down, whatever.
Yep. All right. That's pretty easy to do. Okay.
All right. He's going to. Wasn't there
Go over to the,
oh yeah.
Go over to
the
other
map.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm about there. Yeah.
A little bit north, but it's fine. Wherever.
All right. He walks up to about here, then checks to see if no one's going to come to the door. Then he's going to walk around there.
Are you moving silently? Are you trying to move silently throughout this?
Yeah, I'm not in any rush. So
And your score is?
I keep bringing it off. It's the same as my hide and shadows. 45.
Okay. All right, so you just go up to the door and make sure that it's not just about to open and then move up.
Yep.
Move around the corner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is some movement out in the open area. You can hear sounds from around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not actually at the corner yet. It's sounds coming from down that way.
Oh, right. Based on my previous experience of casting Mind Read, how loud would it be? Because there is a verbal component to it. I can also check to see how long it takes to cast. I don't think it's a long casting spec. 1 round, so that's 10 minutes, isn't it?
No, it's 1 minute, but that's still pretty long. Let me.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get onto a roof or something.
What's the range on it, though?
5 yards.
5 yards?
Hang on, I'm looking at memory read. Mind read. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong spell. Cast time is 2, just straight 2. So I assume is that turns?
No, that's an initiative modifier. That's less than 1 round. It's not a specific time duration.
So is it like how long
quick.
seconds?
That's pretty quick.
All right, so I think I can say a word then.
Yeah, I mean it's the kind of thing where it's like a couple words, as opposed to a long litany of things.
All right, what's the range?
Is there also a somatic component and a material component?
I'd have to check my spellbook. We'll just bring that up. All right, mind read. Where are you? Down here somewhere. All right, mind read. Verbal and somatic. No material.
Okay.
If I were hang on, let me just check the map. All right, so the idea is ideally I want to be somewhere around there and cast it.
Oh, all the way up there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What?
I mean, you don't even know what's going on in the
Well, yeah,
Oh,
I
corner,
see what's that. I'm telling you my end game.
Okay.
It's what's happening around there as I look around the corner, I guess. From here.
Okay, so, well, from there you don't see anything. You can hear some sort of commotion. There's talking, there's movement further around the other side of the building. So
Okay, I go to about here. And I look around to my left towards the latrines. Is there any... Does it sound like
No, there's
anyone
nothing.
might be in there?
Nothing
Alright,
to
then
look
I carry on walking forward
Okay.
to about here.
To the corner and peek around?
Yep.
Okay. So there you can see a group of people. There's a kind of a crowd, say at least 10 talking, but above the height of all of them is a large, wide, carapaced creature, just kind of standing in the midst.
Carapaced creature. Oh,
yeah.
is it not that? It's not that ship thing's definitely still there though. Or is that the same thing? That thing, that whatever.
That's
that is.
still there. Yeah, that's still there.
All right, they're separate things then.
Yeah.
Carapaced creature.
Yeah, it reminds you of kind of the carapace of a beetle, but it's very large. Kind of towers over everything else.
It's not an Umberhook, is it? Yeah,
You've never
don't know
seen
if
one,
Lafdul
so you don't know.
You know, yeah, Lafdul wouldn't know. All right, he listens in.
Okay. 40, you said?
Yep.
All right, there's too much chatter going on and too much commotion. There's definitely some people, and as you're watching, they begin to... the group begins to move this way. Am I on the right thing? Yes.
They're going as an entire group. All right.
Yeah.
Lafdul quickly checks behind him. Then he's gonna go. He's sort of following now, but he's like keeping like himself, I don't know, like 10 feet away, 10 feet, 20 feet away,
Okay.
like out of yeah.
If you're gonna be that close, then
If
that's basically
any of them,
closing
Yeah.
in, and you're able to make out what's being said. It's not that they're being quiet, but there's a bunch of chatter going on too.
Yeah.
And you do catch sight of another insectoid creature amongst the group. It looks kind of like... It has a head kind of like an ant, and the shape reminds you of a centaur. And another creature is actually being held by the large carapaced beast, and it reminds you very much of a slime with, a spider with the head of an eel.
Lafdul's not familiar with any of these. All right, this thing's carrying someone. Did you say?
It's carrying
What's he
something.
carrying?
It's carrying the creature.
Is it in a
that's-
bag or something?
Well, no, it's carrying a creature that looks like a spider, a cross between a spider and an eel.
Oh.
That's what it's carrying.
And it looks like it's, well, Lafdul's just good as seems making some kind of demonic offering to this severe thing. That's what Lafdul's assuming, but Lafdul's just waiting and watching.
Okay. And you can hear the creature that's being carried talking to one of the humans. But you can't make out what's being said because you don't recognize the language.
All right. Is there any other language that's being muttered?
A couple people
I guess-
around the edge are talking as well, and let me see what languages you actually know and see if.
Dwarf and Elvish, human, common. I mean.
Okay. Yeah, they're not talking. None of them are speaking common. There's a couple people that, from their mannerism and everything like that, they're kind of talking amongst themselves in a way that they don't want to be overheard, kind of thing. You know, it's kind of
Oh yeah, shoulder to shoulder whispering or whatever.
yeah, that kind of thing. But it's not common Elvish or Dwarvish.
Can Lafdul make out a few particular words? He's not gonna try and pick up the language, just like something that seems to be repeated a lot. So it might be like a common use word.
You would guess that the language might be Orcish or a goblinoid tongue. Kind of has that cadence and gutturalness to it. You know, you've heard those kinds of languages before, but you aren't familiar enough with them to know for sure which one it is.
Basically, all right. So yeah, he's just looking for getting like an idea of how much he's trying to get a feel for the language so he can go back to the group and tell them, this is what I think I've heard. You know, does this sound like any of these other languages? So obviously he's picked up Goblin, Orcish, something like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Okay, and that's a success, correct?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. You hear a couple words repeated, and they sound like names to you because of you know, they don't sound like they're in the same language, kind of thing, and they've been repeated a couple times. You hear the words Sithgarel.
You're gonna expect me to?
You can make a note of that as however you want.
How do you spell that?
I'm not gonna spell that for you. You're gonna
Sith.
Sithgarel.
Skithero.
However you take it down is what you...
Skithero is how I...
That's fine. That's fine.
Giff.
And you also hear Durdrick.
Yep.
And let's see, what might they have? Grandrock. And Grat. Those all seem like names to you from how they're being said.
Okay.
Who they are, what they are, etc. You don't know.
All right. I have a bunch of names. What are they doing? I am letting time pass to see what they're doing.
All right. So they've moved up to the spiky sphere, and
can I get? Is there any like open area I can get into a position where I might be able to hear like any command words? What I assume there's going to be some kind of command word. Like if I walked over there, would I be able to hear? If there's not too many people around.
I mean, you can try using a hear noise check.
Well, yeah, but there might be a better position. Is there any more better positions?
I mean, you could be all along, one of the other walls, but you might get bumped into by someone. I mean, you could be anywhere along here, kind of thing. So they're
over there, and I'm like here,
and then they're going up here and over here. You said you were following 10 feet behind.
All right. Can I circle around and go over there?
Sure.
Yeah. So I will be looking at them when. Hang on. Let me change the tool. Is this it? Yeah. So I'll be looking over there as they're looking inwards.
Yeah.
Is any of them noticing me as I'm doing this? Might have better sense of smell or something.
No.
That's my main attention at the moment as I'm doing this.
You basically stand up against the wall, and the conversation seems to come to an end, and then the large creature reaches out to the sphere, and you don't see what it does. But then a hatch opens on it and kind of folds down, and the creature it's carrying, and going first is the insectoid creature. And give me a wisdom check.
They going inside it, I
Yeah,
assume.
they're going inside.
Wisdom 17.
You're almost sure that this creature is being forced in, so to speak. It's like
Yeah, coerced into or
well,
whatever.
I mean, its head is downturned, its antennae are drooping. It does not look good.
Yeah, well, Lafdul's not in a position to do anything about it. He's just going to observe.
Yeah. So once the three creatures are inside, the large carapaced creature's arm comes out and pulls the hatch closed, and then the people move away. The group of people.
How far away are they all moving?
They're
Because I'd keep the same amount of distance.
yeah, they're moving about. I mean, they're just moving back towards here kind of thing in a group.
Oh, they're just leaving it.
Yep. And
Now,
let me check something.
Can Lafdul hear anything coming from that that thing that he's assuming either a teleporter or some kind of?
There are definitely voices coming from inside. One is a high-pitched kind of hissing voice, and the other voice is very, very deep, and all it does is make very short, what you think are affirmative responses. Kind of like the equivalent of
Some kind of
okay,
interrogation.
okay, okay, kind of thing.
He's going to walk a bit closer then.
Okay. As you do, there's a call out from the group that's going this way, and you hear in common, "What the hell are these footprints?" And the group immediately starts kind of dispersing and looking, and they are going this way, up this way, and you think they found your large cat footprints that are being left by your...
How fast are they moving?
They're moving pretty quick.
Can I move? Is there anyone around this area? Yeah.
Not right now.
I'm gonna move.
There
across...
are some people moving back this way.
Anyone over this way?
No, but there are people moving up towards the wall.
All right. Lafdul's going to. He's not got the time to think about this. Hang on. What is on the other map so I can see? Is there? No, there's no ladder.
It's just a flat roof up above.
He's gonna go over to there. He's gonna go down. And their patrol's gonna go across there. Yeah.
They're coming up that way. Yeah.
I am gonna make a slightly brisker walk on this one. But I am invisible. I'm hoping that they just fail their listen check. So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna have to go past and go down.
Okay.
And while he's doing it, how long does it take for me to change my footprints?
I mean, you can try and change it, and they'll change. As soon as they change.
As I'm doing it, I will change it to human, back to humanoid.
Okay. All right, so as soon as you see them following your trail, you're making that mental change?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go down there, and the idea is to walk down.
Okay.
To about there, actually. Hold there, and what's the situation when I get to about there?
All right, so the ones who are going up here, they're going that way. Also, this thing now is suddenly starting to lift up into the air. It's not really making any noise, but it's lifting up into the air and going straight up. not terribly fast, but it's going straight up. All right, so there's a call out from the group up here. Oops, I got the wrong tool.
Near the map, I assume, from above.
Yeah, the lower map.
Oh, the lower map.
Lower map, yeah. As they're coming over here, one of them shouts back to the man standing there, and let me actually let you know what he looks like. So he is about of average height. He's got a large black beard. Has a long sword on his belt, and is wearing what you think is bandit armor of some sort. Is kind of balding a little bit, and it looks like around his waist is a black iron chain. Kind of like in addition to his belt.
Yeah, that's probably an insignia. I'm assuming that's some kind of like insignia.
Okay.
That's Lafdul's interpretation. Alright, so they're talking or?
So the people up here have called down to him, and he's going up to meet with them. You're at the ladder right now?
I'm
you're
making my way straight down.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not wasting time.
Okay. So while they were doing that, the other ones turned to look to see what was going on, as opposed to continuing on with what they were doing. Once you're down that little alley, you can't see what's going on and can't hear what they're talking about.
That doesn't follow Lafdul at the moment. He's going over there.
Okay.
Can he hear anything as he's going over that direction?
I mean, there's still. Yeah, I mean, you can hear them moving and talking, but you're not sure exactly what's going on.
No, that's fine. Lafdul's going to come out to about here. Is anything happening as he gets out
there? They appear to have continued on following. You're pretty sure they're following your trail in the new form that it's taken.
Okie dokie. Lafdul is then going to go over there. Actually, no. Wait. Hang on. All right, no, he's going to go over there. He's going to go down there. He's doing this as he gets to about here. He might. Actually, no. He's going to go up there, straight up across. If there's no one in the courtyard, if they're all around this area.
There's a couple people in the courtyard, but they're just kind of. They're not actively. I mean, they're looking, but they're not like looking at the ground. They're standing around, so to speak.
Whereabouts?
Basically where they saw the chain, the footprints in the first place. Your footprints.
Are they looking around, or are they just staring at the footprints in particular?
They're looking at the footprints and looking at where the group has gone, but they're not actively like trying to follow anything. They're waiting.
All right. As I start going into this general area, I look for a set of footprints, and I'm going to try and walk in those footprints.
All right. Give me a D20 check. It'll be against half your wisdom score.
Oh, that's failed then. 17. So yeah.
All right. You do your best, but you're not really sure that you're doing a good job there.
The idea is to muddle in his own footprints amongst loads of other footprints.
Okay. And just try to get lost in the shuffle kind of thing?
He's trying to lose himself amongst loads of footprints all over the place.
All right, and then are you going to stay in this area, or are you going to? He's going to
stay in like the most open, well-trodden area, like somewhere like up there, ideally.
All right, so you're gonna like trying to go to the northern corner kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I'd have like ample time to, well, react to a situation, I guess.
Okay. The group, despite doing what you're pretty sure was a bad job of it, the group gets back to the central courtyard, and they start grumbling about having lost the trail. You can hear that, and the guy with the beard shouts out to in such a way that he's pretty clearly calling so that the two patrols on the walls can hear him, and he calls out and says, "Spread out! We have an intruder. Look around for him. Don't know what he looks like."
Lovely. All right. How tall are the latrines?
They're around 10 feet high, kind of thing.
All right. If Lafdul were to go, are any of the patrols on the top coming down?
Coming down into the courtyard, kind of thing. You mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, but they're spreading out right now. They're not. They don't seem to be going to climb down the ladders, but it looks like they're going to stand at the ladders and they're looking down into the courtyard.
My idea is that I plan on standing on top of the latrines, or sitting on the latrines, like on top of the actual building. That's my plan of action.
So you're gonna climb walls up to the top.
Hang on, one of them's guarding the ladder over there, so it's relatively loud. So can I do it from this side?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to do a bit of mixture of,
You want to do it?
Do the best he can.
You want to try and move silently, kind of thing?
Yeah.
What's your move silently score?
45.
All right. Climbing up, your foot does slip and scrape against the wall, but when you get to the top, you don't think that anyone on the wall actually heard it, or anyone down in the courtyard.
Just gonna sit on the latrines, just be quiet as absolutely possible.
Okay.
And just wait it out, I guess.
All right. So some of the people down in the courtyard, they're talking, and some of them make what you're guessing are runs to the people on the at the ladders, and they're talking. Just kind of, you seen anything? What are you seeing? Anything going on? That's what you're hearing from the one close to you.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you want to just wait until things quiet down?
I am waiting this out.
Okay.
For as long as until something interesting happens.
Until your invisibility expires. No.
No. Yeah. Not quite that level of interesting, but.
So after about a half an hour, it seems like things are calming down, and you overhear a runner to the guard by the ladder near you say, "All right, back to the normal patrol route. Whoever it is, they must have left. We'll have to keep a closer eye out."
Looks like Lafdul's going to be waiting a while. He's going to wait like a good hour, just literally just sitting there and observing for a while.
Another hour on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's literally giving a good portion of time to pass.
Okay, so that is going to be... Okay. All right, so it looks like the patrols have gone back into their normal routine. What? Yep.
Oh, I was thinking, can I use my rings? I've had this ring for a while and I've not used it. Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there, so I just look around.
So you're going to try to use the ring to see through?
Yeah, this area.
Okay, let me see how that's going to work in this. All right, so
Yeah.
while you are waiting, all right, so you start concentrating, and you're basically using the ceiling beneath you to start with. Once you feel that you can see through what's beneath you, then you can move on. You see that the middle one of the 5 doors is the latrine, but the other ones appear to be they have hammocks strung up in them.
It's like a little bunker.
Yeah.
Private bunker.
Yeah. So.
How many bunkers or whatever hammocks are in there per room?
You can see that there are some that are just hung by one end right now, so it looks like that more can be strung up. But right now, there's 5 strung up in each one, and there's more in there that could be strung up. But it would get really cramped.
Cramped.
Yeah. It would be really cramped. The latrine itself basically has 3 actual latrines in it. No privacy whatsoever.
Just line up. And, yeah, all right.
And as you're waiting, you're just kind of sitting there, and every once in a while, someone does come and use.
I'm not looking in the latrine one day. Going in the latrine.
That's fine. I'm just saying that while you're up there for the hour and a half, people start coming by and using it. Now, when did you start using this?
This ring? Well, generally, after everything calmed down, basically.
So after the half hour?
After the half hour, at the start of the hour wait.
Okay. All right. After concentrating enough to be able to see through the ceiling that you're above, which takes about a minute to actually see through the ceiling. You start looking around, and you realize that you think you'd need to get a lot closer to the other buildings to really see through.
Can I shuffle along, being very careful? I let go of the use of the ring for the moment, and I just try and shuffle on my way along, being really quiet.
All right.
Just doing the Zorro shuffle, if anyone knows that reference.
You make sure you wait until there's no one using the latrine, and shuffle across. Okay. You definitely, you scrape, but you were as quiet
I'm
as
being
you could.
really quiet as I can.
You didn't notice anyone noticing that, though. I know that this thing says how often it can be used, and I am not seeing exactly where that is.
I think it was like 6 turns or something like that.
Okay. So you get to the edge, and you're gonna try using the ring again? Okay. You are able to do so. But you feel yourself getting pretty tired concentrating on this. Are you fine with that?
Yeah, he's learning about the effects of the ring, so...
Okay. Your constitution is temporarily reduced by 1.
Okay.
And you
Does that affect my current hit points, or...?
Do you have a...
No, I don't. It just goes down to 13 rather than 14.
Yeah, if you don't have a constitution modifier, then no, it doesn't. So you reconcentrate again and start looking through the wooden walls there, and you are able to see in there. It's kind of dark in there, but not so dark that you can't make out what's behind there. And inside there, you see what is it? You can see a bunch of dwarves there. And just kind of looking around, there are also, it appears, some gnomes and halflings as well. By far the largest group is dwarves, however.
Just general slate. How
They're all chained
do
up.
the dwarf?
They're all
they're all
chained
chained up.
Yep.
No, any of them look particular? Any so they all looking to one particular dwarf or gnome, or look like they might be a leader in the group?
It's hard to say. They're
also. Did I get a description of Etif? Was it
Ekith?
Etif? Yeah.
Ekith.
I think it was like.
Probably would have.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. There's...
He'd be looking for that person, basically.
Yeah, there are... I mean, some of them have clearly been beaten. Some of them are kind of bloody.
Interrogated, yeah.
Yeah. Or just beaten for fun. They all look like they're pretty hungry. The dwarves, the halflings, and the gnomes.
So only small creatures.
Yeah, you're only basically looking here, though, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can't look much further than that.
Mm-hmm.
There.
One can assist.
I mean, there's a couple candidates for the for Ekith in there, but without being able to get in closer and look at them more closely or talk to them, you're not sure that you could identify which of them right now is the dwarf that you're after.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think about my... How loud is general conversation? I'm gonna let go of the ring if I can't see. Actually, can I look around to over there to like the edge of that? Or does I lose my focus?
You would have to get over to the other side of the this building.
I'd have to reshuffle. Right. How loud is conversation from over here?
They've moved on. No,
I just mean, can I hear casual conversation? That is where catapult is, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a catapult up there.
Station.
They don't seem to be having a conversation right now.
When there has been conversation, has it been audible? How? Well, yeah, obviously I heard them, but how loud?
You have to kind of sit and listen.
Strain, or
because they're not talking loudly, you know.
In other words, if I were to say something, i.e. a spell, it's reasonable to assume that I'm within listening range. That's the idea that I'm trying to get. So.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna very, very slowly shuffle back.
Okay, are you gonna drop the use of the ring, or are you gonna...
Yeah, I'm dropping use of the ring.
Okay.
I'm not concentrating on it.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Knowing where your foot scraped before, you're able to avoid that.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna see if waiting for a while. He's experimenting with the ring. He's gonna try waiting like half an hour.
Okay. So you just get on that edge and wait for half an hour, alright?
Mm-hmm.
This is all within the hour.
Yeah, so like an hour's past now, or?
Yeah, we'll say
like only half an hour.
This is this is close to the end of that hour.
Alright, whereabouts? I try and pick... Can I hear any casual conversation coming from over in that direction? Is it like really even more quieter?
Yeah, it's harder to hear now, but I mean, you can... Do you want to do a listen check?
I'm not gonna... I'm... Well, yeah, I'll do a listen check.
All right.
Whenever they try and mutter something 40.
All right, no, you're not able to make anything out what they're talking about. They're talking too quietly.
And when the guard patrol walks around to it, is it still even quieter, or is it a little bit louder?
It's a little bit louder. You want to wait until they come by and try again?
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge if I can hear them even, and I'm not going to try casting a spell.
No, they're too quiet when they greet each other and move on, kind of thing.
All right, I will. What kind of creatures are up there?
So they're definitely humans and some bigger humanoids that you are guessing are half ogres, and some uglier human-like creatures that you're guessing are half orcs.
Okay. I will try saying a random word, not too loud, just just a casual word to see if they look. Starting out being really quiet and just gradually going up every 5 minutes, giving it so it's not like.
Well, the first thing
No,
that you
I'm
do
not
doesn't
going
seem to...
I'm not doing it like that. I'm giving a good pause.
The first thing that you say doesn't seem to draw their attention.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I wait 5 minutes and I try a bit louder. I want to know what the decibel range is before they start to notice.
Well, I mean,
not that before they start.
That, if you want to cast a spell with an audio a vocal component, you already know that the first thing they may not hear, at that first volume level.
Can I cast a spell at that quiet?
Yeah, you can try.
Try.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm rolling listen checks for them too.
Alright.
And there's a spell subtlety chart that I have available to me as well. So if you want to cast something, I can check to see if they notice it.
Alright, I will be attempting to cast something at some point. How long has it been? Half an hour, yeah?
It's now
since I last used the ring.
Well, oh, yeah, it's half an hour since you last used the ring.
I will attempt to cast Mind Read on myself.
Okay. Alright, they don't seem to notice.
Alright, I will use my ring and I will look in there with Mind Read.
Okay. What exactly are the details for the spell in terms of what you can actually do in the range?
The range is 5 yards at the level, so 20 yards. Is that within 20 yards?
Yeah, that's
I hope
yards.
so.
Yeah. Okay, and...
surface thoughts of any creature will be hidden in their own language, so if they think in a different language, then it'll be in that language.
Okay.
Priest is able to probe. There's a 20% chance I'll reveal the class of the individual.
Okay, so...
and it's based on their intelligence, the kind of thoughts I get. So obviously the more intelligent the person, they might be actually thinking something rather than food or something.
Okay. It is even more exhausting to use the ring now, so you lose another point from your constitution temporarily.
Well, Lafdul's learning, so...
And focusing on the wall there, you can see in. It looks like there's a kitchen, and inside there you can see a number of humanoids. There's some dwarves. Nope, sorry, there are no dwarves. There are 3 halflings, 4 humans, and a half-elf in there, pretty sure. And
no, just doing
all women,
mundane.
All women, and they're doing cooking and cleaning. You can see that there are a few straw pallets in there as well. And using Mind Read, from the humans, from the elf you can pick up thoughts in Elvish. From the humans you can pick up thoughts in Common, and from the halflings you pick up thoughts in Halfling, which you don't know. so
Yeah.
you're not able to get anything from them. They are basically hoping for rescue. That's what you're getting. The probably expected complaints about
Food,
having to cook for these people who have captured them, hoping to get back to their families, that sort of thing. Is there any particular kind of information that you want to try and filter out?
Names, particularly.
Um,
They might have a taskmaster or something. I hope I don't annoy. I don't know, Deirdrick.
Okay. Yeah. So one name keeps coming up, and that is Grandrock.
Grandrock. So.
They are definitely scared of him.
All right. So one is assuming that's leader. One assumes. All right, leader.
Although
I'm making notes.
there is an element of amusement occasionally that comes up that about how supposedly some fairies played a trick on him.
Probably yesterday they thought it was fairies. They didn't know it was me.
They are also afraid of someone known as Black Rornick, who...
Black...
Rornick.
Raw... Oh god, I've got no idea. Raw neck. Raw... yeah, sure. That looks terrible, but we'll wing it.
And it sounds like he is none too kind to the serving slaves, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only names that come up frequently. There is also an element that they're glad that the Neogi is gone.
Oh. I don't know if Lafdul would know what a Neogi is, but unless the others would have told him.
Yeldan would have mentioned it a few times.
Oh yeah, that's your story, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then. Yeah.
But you've never seen one.
Alright, so there's a Neogi. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Is there a second floor that I can look up onto this area? Or is that
yes,
all the way across?
And actually, I should probably do a little bit of revealing for what you were able to see. Give me a second. You can see into that chamber, and
oh, that's good. It gives me a reference to know how far 20 yards is. Round's 10 minutes, isn't it? Or is it?
Round is 1 minute. Turn is 10 minutes.
So it's only 4 minutes. That would have lasted.
All right. So So that's how long that spell lasts.
Yeah. It wouldn't last very long.
All right. So after that, well, did you want to try and see what's on the upper level before that spell runs out?
That was the idea.
Okay.
If I could.
All right. So you see in this room, this is probably going to move everyone else on the other map. If I am on the right thing. There we go.
Ah, you're going to be see the map here.
Yeah. So that's on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
That room is nicely furnished. You can see on the far wall is a tapestry, and the tapestry is depicting what appear to be dwarves fighting a giant of some sort. There's a large desk in that room of some sort of dark wood. There's a bunch of papers on top, but you're not close enough to really read any of them from here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else?
There's no one in the room, is there?
Not at the moment, no.
No, the matter. Spell to run out anyway.
There is a large chest as well, and a large, comfortable-looking bed.
I've pretty much made certain I know where the boss room, the leader's room. I assume the mind read's gone out. Can I look over there, or is that too far? Or
Yep.
even like a little bit of it?
Yeah, you can look over there. Let me see what that is going to be. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Helps if I'm on the right thing. Okay, you can also, moving your vision through, you see a hallway, and the other room appears to have a couple large straw pallets on the far end. Well, actually, on the near end. So,
What's...
over in this corner.
Oh, for
Straw
holding
pallets.
something to be placed on them. Yeah.
And there was a large human bed, but oddly enough, the covers on it, rather than like, I mean, what a made bed looks like and an unmade bed that a person has slept in. The covers on this bed have been bunched up in kind of a circular shape on the center of the bed.
Circular. Oh, they've just
Kind of reminds you of a crater or something like that in the middle of the bed. Just kind of like bunched up in a circular shape on the center of the bed. There's no one in there.
Yeah. Alright. Out of character, I don't know what that means to me. So, alright.
It may not mean anything to you. I mean, well, it may especially not mean anything to you.
Anything to me. All right,
if there was someone in there, it might have made all sense in the world.
Wow. I kind of get the idea of it, and I didn't want to assume.
Oh, I mean, out of character, you can say what you think that was.
No.
All right.
All right. He can't see below in the room below that one, can he? Is that
yes,
too far?
Can. If you're just kind of like trying to look through the area right now, you can see.
Yeah, I'm just looking through. Like, I've looked at the bottom left, which was the kitchen room, and I've gone up and across to right and down again.
That appears to be a storage chamber. There's some spare tables and extra furniture kind of thing. There's also stairs going down.
Down?
Yeah, going down.
Oh, I've not thought about looking down. Can I look down?
You can, but it's...
Can I look through the ground there?
You can start looking. You have to concentrate harder.
If I feel like I'm getting too tired, then I'm just gonna stop.
You're getting pretty tired.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stretch myself beyond what I have.
Okay.
All right, and yeah, I don't look anymore. All right. All right, so I'm just going to wait like another half an hour and observe the ongoings of this camp. See if anything interesting happens.
People are moving about. The balding human with the black beard. He comes out occasionally to talk to the various, guards moving about and stuff like that. You're definitely getting the feeling that there is a heightened sense of watchfulness now.